Hey guys!
Hey guys!
So, news first, before we review this beautiful franchise. I'm not going to be doing unboxings anymore, and it took builders and biomes for me to stop. Because I thought everyone should be able to unbox it, and not just me, and also I've kind of lost my rhythm and don't really want to do it anymore. Also, I don't want to be stressing myself to buy brand new games so I can unbox them on the channel. And if you didn't already know, this channel is not a career. We're just trying to have fun and post when we want to.
Yeah, totally.
So, instructions. Unlock. So, if you already don't know how to play Unlock, it's Sorry, yeah, they cannot see me. If you don't know how to play Unlock, it's basically a deck of cards where you've got different Should I describe it like from the actual escape room, or maybe just if you're thinking of it, maybe just print the tutorial deck or watch someone else. What do you think?
Unlock is escape rooms.
Yes, a deck of usually 60 cards that give you puzzles to solve, codes, and it needs an app. And the card decks are not sorted by number. They are out of order.
And there's more than numbers, there's also letters.
Yep, there's usually other things. This is, if we're going spoiler free, you can look at this. This is just the tutorial deck. But you have codes, you have the red puzzle pieces.
Show them the back.
The blue puzzle pieces. Oh, just numbers. Let's see, that's 42, and this is 46. Just a bunch.
So that's what it looks like, and then to play the game, you'll either find like hidden numbers, and you'll be like, oh, 56, grab it. Or it'll say, grab this number, or you'll combine the red with the blue, and whatever those two added together makes, you'll grab that number. So I think that dynamic is what makes it so replayable, because I'm not going to remember, oh, I grabbed card number 100 at this time. You're not going to remember the numbers. You're going to try so many different things, you'll forget what the right combination is.
Yes. Now, still being spoiler free, the formula didn't have that many hidden numbers to me. That's spoiler free. It didn't have that many hidden numbers to me. It felt like kind of your generic escape room experience where you're locked somewhere and you need to find the thing to get you out. Where some of the other ones try to be a little more unique. Squeak and Sausage had a buttload of hidden numbers where you have to look everywhere and find those hidden numbers.
The biggest thing I can say about Unlock, you're going to feel like when you're stuck, you don't know if you're missing something or if you just literally can't think of what to do next. And that is, like, these are fun. They were fun. But that is the most annoying feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm stuck again. Am I not thinking of the right combination, or am I not finding a hidden number? You know, am I missing something, or can I just not figure it out?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for when we review the Heroic Adventures. Now that's going to be an interesting one to review. But we have not played Alice in Wonderland, therefore we will not review that one just yet. But anyways, Squeak and Sausage is like a more cartoonish one, where, yeah, there's a lot of hidden numbers. And the last puzzle was very interesting. I usually would have never thought of
These puzzles are thinking outside of the box.
And if we didn't already say it, this game needs an app.
Yep.
And then the island was, if we're going by difficulty, the formula, Squeak and Sausage, the formula, then this one.
The formula.
And the island of Dr. Goorse, I don't know how to say
Goorse.
it. Just going to call it the island from now on. It had the hardest puzzles, though it had a really cool concept that I both like and do not like. It splits the party, but it also gives you a new way to... It builds on the theme. But I don't really like splitting the party, but it was still a very fun one and one of my favorites.
I loved it because the way we play games, we like playing with 4 or maybe 5 people. And Squeaks and Sausages, I think that's the one we tried 4 people. And it just felt like, okay, realistically 2 of us are actually figuring this out and the rest of us are just spectating while everyone else figures it out. You know, you want to be in the puzzle and feel like you're helping, but with that many people, you're just kind of in the way or spectating. And so that's why I love the island. That's why it was my favorite out of these 3. Because you actually feel like you're helping and you're like on a team with someone. The only thing is you can feel a little left out, like, dang it, what were they doing on the other side of the island? But you could always replay it from the other side. Or not follow the rules and just throw them together.
There also weren't that many hidden numbers in the island. Though, something that could make or break the game is the penalty cards inside the deck. Which, if you didn't know, if you get something wrong, pull the wrong number, where you're like, oh, I think it's this, it'll say press the penalty button, which takes down on your time and affects your score.
It's like a choose your own adventure. You can try whatever you want, but some of them have consequences.
And some of them, they'll just literally give you nothing.
Yep, or dead ends.
What's
this one?
The one you're pointing to is the formula.
I don't remember that.
We'll dive into it in our spoiler so I can explain it to you. But yeah, that's like the spoiler-free, pretty fun. Formula's basic. Squeak and Sausage is different but more cartoonish, which isn't always my favorite. And then the island is one of the better ones they've done until we get to that good one where they very much innovate it.
I love the themes on these. It really feels like, okay, I'm escaping an island or I'm escaping a clown and his mouse. Like, it's really good themes.
Another thing, this one is like the mascot because it got so many sequels of new stories from No Side. Now, if that's all we are going to say for spoiler-free, let's dive into the good stuff, the spoilers. So we're not going to dive through the deck, but now let's talk spoilers on the formula. Apparently the first one. We did Squeaks and Sausage, then the island, then the formula.
Yeah, I forgot the formula.
The formula, if you forgot, is the one where you're trying to find the formula. It was the one where we had those like vials.
Oh.
And yeah, it was that one. One of the cooler puzzles was it's like a demonic voice type thing. I don't like the record scratching thing. But we turned the number the other way and it made an actual message. You felt so smart when that happened, didn't you?
Yeah. I just think even if I'm watching a spoiler review, I don't want to figure out the answer to these puzzles. So we can show the puzzles, but don't say the answer.
Okay. Oh, that's what I did last time.
Okay.
Good thing I'm deleting that video. If you have seen my unlock review, not anymore. It was just answers. Showing the cards and answers and stuff, but
That's
anyways.
terrible.
Yeah, I wasn't proud of it. Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Though the
Good
formula, there was some pretty good ones. Mona Lisa. That's all I'm going to say, though. You had to... Actually, it's not going to give you the number combination. Just look for it. In that one, it had a picture of a Mona Lisa, and then it had a periodic table. You could probably find out what goes next. I felt so smart on that one. I loved finding out that one. The hidden numbers... by the way, if you guys are curious, look up spacecowboys.com, go to the unlock section. They have all the solutions to every single one they've done. I will sometimes browse those after them to understand why that is.
Yeah, there was one pyramid puzzle. So tough. Oh wait, we're doing...
That's the island. We'll get to that.
We're doing
the formula. There is more.
It's forgettable.
I can probably like look through
The
them,
formula was like meh.
It's more of your run of the mill.
Squeaks and Sausages. I mean, there's a clown and a mouse with a sausage, and it was our first ever, so I won't forget it as easily. The formula was like, meh.
That was the last one we did. I'm surprised you didn't really remember. It's because it's like...
It's not the last, because we did more.
Okay, it was the last one we did in this pack. But the thing about the formula is this pack, good starter, But honestly, if you want to have cool unlock aspects, well, if you care, you could just buy the singular pack of the island. I think you'll enjoy it.
It is tough, though.
These come in singular packs or the triple pack that we have.
Can you say the difficulties for each?
2... that's a tutorial. The tutorial is 0. Too easy. Maybe 1. The formula is 2. Squeak and Sausage is 2. And the island is 3. We've never done one difficulty until the video game one we did. Which, once again, we'll dive into that when we do the Alice in Wonderland one. But our idea of that one, it's going to be interesting to go through. We are scared.
If you guys watch this one, we'll give you the tiniest little inkling. We tried it, and it was so confusing and hard. We're going to have to try again with some smarter people. Not that we're dumb. We're pretty smart. But we're not A+ only students. We can't think like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's Mad Hatter language.
The formula is definitely forgettable, I will admit. Squeak and Sausage, let's get on to that one. Maybe there will be more tidbits on different ones if we think of it, but Squeak and Sausage time. I know the battery's struggling.
Okay.
So, Squeak and Sausage, the puzzle that obviously popped out was the last one that had a picture of a barcode. That's all I'm giving you.
Does it actually matter?
The solutions?
The order?
Not really. It doesn't matter which order you do. They just put it like that.
What?
It's just like that, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, Squeak and Sausage, the last puzzle was crazy.
Oh, I bet it's in order of difficulty.
Possibly. I think so. I think that's what that's usually what they do. That one's 1, 2, 3, and 1 difficulty, 2 difficulty, 3 difficulty. Okay.
I'm having a fun.
So, what did you think of Squeak and Sausage? Would we recommend the Formula Escape Room?
The hidden numbers are fun. I feel like when you're stuck, it gives you something at least.
That was more of a that was more.
I liked the maze. The maze was fun.
The maze was pretty fun. You have to look at both things, though. I love that aspect because some of it cuts off on the phone and some of it cuts off on the. Actually, no. Some of it's confusing on the cards. You combine them and it's like, how am I supposed to keep track? But then you look at the phone and you're like, okay, now I got to look at both of these. To
you
see
needed
which
the
path.
phone? I thought you just trace.
I know, but you try and trace on that. You try and move around.
I couldn't
because
you kept moving the card.
I don't.
We were like, Caleb, stop.
Okay, sorry. We actually, I want to say this. We actually got the maze the wrong way. You're supposed to get the maze as you go along, but they saw, it says like Misty Maze or something, and took every single letter.
MAZE.
And I'm like,
I don't know how you were supposed to get those.
oh, literally if you look through the deck, it actually has like, see, this one gives you M, and then this one, there's more rooms, where this one will give you, I will get to it there. Nope. Just forget it. Throughout the rooms, it will give you M, A, Z, and E. If you go throughout the rooms, it's not one thing you get that, because that's like a puzzle you go close to the end. One of the hidden numbers, I want to point this out. I'm not going to say the number, and I'm not going to say where it's located, but it was so tiny and so hard to see.
Terrible.
And here's the thing, unlock kids, not really for me, honestly. I'm 17.
I didn't get to play it.
I know, I played it. I feel like you could have liked the innovativeness, but you would have been so confused because there was like no story at all. It's just pictures.
Hate it.
There's no.
But I want to try it anyway.
I could get it back from the library, but.
Yeah, can you do that?
Sure.
Okay, so Squeaks and Sausages. Oh my gosh, I just remembered one of the puzzles. The clown was like making a number somehow.
Yes, he's going like he, and we're not going to say the number it was, but look at it another way, there it is. And,
43?
No, stop. Anyways, So, there was the garden puzzle, which I tried to look at it right. When I played it solo, trying to play the puzzle more to understand it.
Which one?
The plant one, the music notes.
Which one?
Squeak and Sausage. The music notes, I got so confused because I'm like, how am I supposed to guess which part is the line? I mean, I knew the code, but I wanted to know why. It was just weird to imagine it as a music sheet when it's just a gate. You didn't do that puzzle when we did these.
No.
Our sister was a master at finding those hidden numbers, though.
When we were playing on different sides of the island, we were like, I swear, when we join together, she's gonna find all those hidden numbers. But surprisingly, on the... what's it called? Sherlock and... What?
The
Sherlock Gnomes.
The case of the Scarlet Thread or something.
That one, which is not one of these three, but
We'll dive into it
eventually...
again.
That one, I found a hidden number, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, heck yeah. That one's my favorite.
I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I put the offer. No, sorry. Sorry, no Greatest Showman reference. Squeak and Sausage and the formula, not the strongest in the franchise. Okay then, I guess we can't show the box ever again. Well, apparently the box is taking a day off. So, though I would recommend, if you got this, maybe if you could find it cheap. Actually, no, just instead of buying this pack, buy the island. Just the singular pack of the island. The formula and Squeak and Sausage are kind of forgettable and just basic adventures to me. What about you? Do you think they're kind of basic?
Yeah.
Which once again,
Get the Sherlock one.
No, not yet. We
Get
can't.
it.
No, when we do
Buy
that,
it right now.
when we
Add
do
to
that-
cart.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. The tutorial. Literally, if you can't beat the tutorial, this game ain't for you.
If you can't read, this game also isn't for you.
Oh, yeah. If you don't have like 20/20 vision or something like that, I mean, it was from a review I heard. It's like if you don't have 20/20 vision, you can't really play this because if you don't have that kind of vision
Or you can
and you
click
want
the
to be
hidden
an
number button.
Yes, hidden object button. I forgot about that. Anyways,
In the app, it'll say hidden object, and it takes a few points off, but it's good
Does
if you can't find.
Time.
You told me it did.
time for the amazing
Island.
island, and we're not saying the name because God forbid I can't say his name correctly.
It's Goorse.
Okay, the island. Now, here's puzzles that stood out to me. Eye on top of a pyramid. Look at it from the top and you'll get a number.
You're giving away the solution.
Not really.
Okay.
Because they don't know what the card looks like.
Well, look for an eye in a pyramid. I don't know. I guess it's fine. If you didn't want spoilers on an escape room, you wouldn't click on the video. So hopefully we're good. If not, comment down below and we'll do better next time.
I found a number in a maze. Loved it. I was literally like, I feel so smart right now. You go through the maze and it makes a number. If you just say it makes a number, that's not a solution. That's just...
Guys, I used my
Grab a
boogie
card.
board. So there was one where you're on two different sides of the island.
One of
and
the
you
hardest
have
ones.
to describe the symbols you're seeing. And I used my boogie board, which is like infinite paper. You draw, you erase, you draw, you erase. And so we used the boogie board to like actually draw what we're hearing. So I'd be like, what's the first symbol? And they'd say like a foot that's facing the left or whatever. So then we'd have to go through and find which ones are matching, and then that made a code.
A boogie board is kind of like an what the hell?
Etch-a-sketch.
An etch-a-sketch for all you oldies out there, except it was innovated.
It's like writing on your phone, kind of.
Yeah.
It's just a stylus and a board, and you write.
In this one, we didn't say that you split the deck usually. We didn't do that the first time, but now we're starting to do that because it's way more it's way easier to do that.
I don't know if it's easier, because then it's like, okay, we're looking for 42 ES 3, 4, 5,
But every time I'm
6,
playing
7,
solo,
8.
I have to do this. And it's 60 cards.
But is it easier to be like, okay, everyone look for 82? Because then you look and you're like, I don't have it. Maybe I'll re-look to see if I have it.
I feel like it gets the group moving more, because now you're always going to be active with the cards.
I agree. It gets you more involved, probably faster. But it doesn't seem at first like, oh, that's so much better. But yeah, you're right.
The final puzzle, you didn't get to see it. I'm so sad you didn't. We didn't get to it. We got an alternate ending. I think that's on a new version
Can
of
you
the
tell
app.
them the alternate ending?
Basically, when
We
you
use 2
solve
different apps.
when you solve the we used 2 different apps because that's what we thought you had to do, but no, you use one. We solved the things in the doorway puzzle, and oh my goodness, that puzzle broke me.
Oh my gosh.
You have to connect things to the characters to get numbers. But I wasn't educated in my folklore, so I didn't really know.
I didn't remember that. But what I did remember...
But the last the last puzzle
We're just so excited.
the last puzzle at the end, one of my favorite types of puzzles. Hidden numbers, but not numbers plastered on there. Numbers you have to find through them blending in.
You showed me.
I showed you because I loved it so much.
Okay, my turn. Can I go?
Obviously, this is if you guys did
This is relative shenanigans.
if you guys made it this far, the reason that I don't want to do unboxings anymore is because even if I include my sister to film the video, it doesn't feel right still. I want her to be in the videos that we make now.
He likes having everyone's opinion, not just his own, I think.
Yes, you also help me build my own opinion because sometimes my opinion is flawed.
Yeah. Okay, so it is always flawed. My opinion's always right. Anyway. Just kidding, guys. That's a joke.
That's
Okay.
a joke. It's hilarious, ain't it?
Okay. Another puzzle I loved in the island
No, just...
is the mirror. You have to like position the mirror to the right area
Yeah, the
so that
laser.
it hits the laser into the statue or something.
Yes.
That was really cool because this... Okay, I just thought of a few different things. So, yeah, you have to connect it into something.
yeah.
You have to connect it into something. But when you get the mirror and you see the laser, you're like, oh, obviously I need to reflect the laser off the mirror and hit blank. But the hard part is on 2 different parts of the island, he had all the tools and we had all the, what's it called?
The other tools.
The other tools.
You had the reds, I had the blues.
So it was like, what are we supposed to do? What are we missing? We were missing our buddies on the other side of the island. So
There were a lot of puzzles that were single solves.
once we came together and we could actually communicate and like see each other's cards,
And share cards.
so much faster. We
Share
actually
cards was the
solved
fun part.
things. And I remember, sorry, one other thing. I felt smart because on my team I actually solved the puzzle. Yay me.
When we were solving, some of it made a little less sense because it said like, tell the other team this and wait for a response.
Yes!
But it's like, I guess we can respond, but we can't. We did a lot of talking to, like, we were supposed to be next to each other. We were in separate rooms with different devices, so didn't really go as planned.
We didn't know. It wasn't clear instruction.
If this is your first time playing on Nox, I feel like every single time, unless you're playing the tutorial, you're usually going to pass the time of 60 minutes.
Yes. We've passed all of the time limits.
This one is not the strongest in Unlock. The codes are like, been there, done that. The combining cards, just... That's
island?
That's an effort. No. All of them, but the island is one of the best.
Frozen Menace.
No, the island is one of the best. The other 2 are just me.
Sorry, I keep tapping my fingers.
But I meant the island is really fun. Would definitely recommend the island. But when I get more, I bet they're literally in one of the newer ones. The app was so much cooler. In this one, it's just like, oh, a picture of something.
Literally, if I could say one thing about the island, I already said it, but I'll recap it. You don't know if you're missing a piece of the puzzle, or if you literally can't think of the solution or don't know what to do.
I also have a new system, I feel like. Instead of us rating the game on video, we'll just say go to the description and our updated ranking will be right there because we always change our opinion. Wow. I think that's a better idea. If you guys want to see our rating, 8, 9, 10, whatever, go in the description, I'll put it there. If I didn't, please comment down below. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't. But I know. I'll try to remember. But we'll do that now.
If he didn't, lock him up.
No, we'll do that now because it's way easier. And people do it because it's easy.
Yes. Because these puzzles are so easy.
I did learn in one of the newer ones. I did learn in the newer ones that they have different tutorials. Like this is tutorial 2.0, which.
Hell yeah.
This is tutorial 2.0, as I was saying, and then there's a tutorial 3.0 based on the version you get. I'll clean that up later. It's bugging me.